Good evening, mortals.
Fucker.
I actually, just so you know which, I looked directly at the camera and held up a finger like 1 second. You said what you said, and then I hit the go live button.
Damn it, it's almost like you know me too well.
I do indeed. Your dicks are very predictable. Hello, everyone.
Well, apparently they were on your mind not like
Welcome
5 minutes
to Exalted.
ago.
We're just gonna gloss over whatever Witch is saying. It sounds like lies. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to... Oh, shit, I said Exalted again. Welcome to Princess the Hopeful. Hello, Nick, and also Aki and Scald. Hello, Pattern Spiders. How's it going tonight? I am joined by a lot of cool people. Like, a lot of them. Holy shit, this is too many people. Say hello, too many people.
Hello.
No.
Hello.
Ooh, I like one of those.
Hello.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hello there.
Nah.
Awa awa.
Awa,
Ow,
Awa awa.
awa, awa. Anyway, guys, we're back after last week. We had to cut the stream short so that I could do a work thing that I actually ended up not having to do, thereby winning brownie points without having to leave my... Well, I did leave my house, but not get very far. Great times. Oh, apparently I was supposed to say, howdy partners. I don't know. Howdy partner?
I guess it is Yeehaw Week.
Is it Yeehaw Week? What do you mean? I mean, I don't know what day it is. After yesterday, I kind of went absolutely mad with bloodlust.
Yeehaw Week ended yesterday.
What is Yeehaw Week?
The Calgary Stampede.
Oh.
Oh.
I've heard of Calgary. That's a place with oil and cows, right?
It's the closest thing that Alberta
Oily
has to a
cows.
Ren Fair.
The closest thing that Alberta has to a Ren Fair. I'm calling the Calgary Stampede a Ren Fair from now on.
Yeah,
No.
it's just a cowboy Ren Fair.
You know
No,
how
I'm just
There
thinking
was
of
Confederate
oily
flags.
cows.
oily cows. You know how extreme right-wing people are always talking about triggering the libs? The Calgary Stampede is a Ren Fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a cowboy Ren Fair.
Yeah, oh my god. It's the Yeehaw Ren Fair. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Ride 'em vampires.
Alright, so, last week we had to call it early, but to bring you guys back up to speed, you had just entered into a meat hole, or some form of flesh-based portal, depending on if you want to be funny or gross.
Wink. There's a third option.
Glossing right over that. I'm glossing over a lot of stuff today. It's a very shiny day, just like my beautiful skull. So, you'd gone through the portal, you'd entered a place that was like where you were, except there was a big storm outside, and it was very dark and run down. The world of darkness, sort of, kind of, weird place. You were almost attacked by several, like, dog shadow creature things, but then there was a howling, keening noise on the wind, and they all bolted directly away from it. And I believe Mercy, then,
It's actually just up in the chat there
yeah,
a little bit.
Mercy, got ready to throw hands against everything, question mark. Or the god of this place, I guess? I don't know. But Mercy was ready to fucking kill something. And then I left, and the game ended. Right at the most pivotal moment. So, do you guys remember all that? You guys up to speed? You good?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Just for chat's benefit, do you want me to reread the thing that I posted before we had to go?
You know how I feel about you reading things.
I could always stand to hear more.
You should read it. I like it when you read things.
Okay. Mercy tosses the Reaper Diclave away and it vanishes elsewhere. She settles into a stance that feels more at home to her second soul than to anything she's trained in within her mortal life. And the sword of sunlight glows brighter, her eyes glowing gold to match. I'm the fucking zenith of this solar circle. She cracks her neck to one side and stares down the sky itself with unshakable resolve. And I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
God, I love Exalted. Okay.
Who
so,
are you talking to, honey?
just a quick reminder before we get started. Everyone in this game is a Solar Exalt except for one person.
Hi.
That is the Princess Nora Applewood.
Yep,
there's
that's
some
me.
We're not sure a princess of what yet, but we're gonna find out.
I know what she's the princess of.
Your dick.
No.
Secret option 3!
The player who is playing Nora is the princess of my dick, but that's neither here nor there.
That's pretty gay.
Is this a clip?
Is that better, worse?
This sounds like a clip.
Yeah, that
No.
sounds like a clip.
No, it doesn't.
Give me a sec,
No,
we'll be right back.
no,
Sounds like
no,
one.
no,
Definitely does.
no,
Yeah,
no.
someone do it. Spiders.
No one
interested.
clipped that. Hello, spiders. You can hear me.
So
They
exalted.
can't. Just so you know. Apparently, I'm having some audio issue. Wait, Blackthorn, is it like a super low background noise? Sorry, I'm troubleshooting a little bit. Yeah, I think I know what it is. It's my fan, yeah. And you are just hearing it for the first time for God knows what reason. I've had it for like 2 weeks. Anyway.
Just turn it off and die.
No, fuck no. I would rather
Be a
actually
man.
die. Be a man, die.
Then perish?
Yeah, I would rather die than die. Anyway, pattern spiders, you can hear me right now. They can't. They're gonna real quick talk about how they can't hear me because they're gonna be
Stored
like,
this weird
where is
place.
he? See, gotcha.
Yeah. Joaquin bursts through the barrier and through the portal into this strange place and takes in the others already standing outside in a great storm.
I don't know if Jordan can hear you, considering he's
Oh, he can.
probably talking. Okay. I don't know
Yeah,
if he...
I was explaining to the pattern spiders that they could hear me and you guys couldn't, and I was then saying, like, you guys will start talking about how I have gone quiet, or you'll just start playing the game, and then you guys did that, and it was very funny, so I was just listening.
Okay, I never knew, so I figured I'd...
No,
Damn it,
Aki,
warn
you were
us.
right. You were correct. It was everyone else that was very funny.
Ow, ow,
Ababa. So, just a quick reminder, this stream is sponsored by Awawares. Make sure to go and fulfill all your housing needs at Awawares. I have an Awa chair, and it's brilliant. Awawares is great. Anyway.
Well, wears like Uwu wears.
No, it's like a Huawei. It's a very popular brand where I have my house actually.
Oh, it's actually pronounced Awalrars.
No, it's a Huawei. Aki, it's a Huawei's, right?
It's a Wallwares.
Yeah. So anyway,
Hi.
they're the stream sponsor today, and when the person who knows what this means hears this, they are going to absolutely flip their fucking mind.
Yeah.
Oh, Blackthor got a new Awa wardrobe. The Awa wardrobe the other day. Fall collection is very chic.
Jorb, I'm gonna need you to bring up that image from the Discord about the line of fashion that you've begun.
What?
The one that has your name on it. It says Jordan.
Ugh.
I think it's only Jordake if it comes from the Jordake region of France. Otherwise, it's just sparkling
I am
Jordache.
killing everyone.
What? No!
Everyone must
Please.
die.
Do anything?
You especially.
You can't stop me.
Oh no. Oh god, they're all coming back. Oh fuck.
Oh,
It's only Jordank. If it's the Jordank region of France, otherwise it's just sparkling Jordachi.
God damn it. For the
Anyways,
benefit
this
of
game.
for the benefit of the pattern spiders, there are 2 chats that we have in my tabletop gaming experience. And one of them is called Land of the Living for like normal stuff, and then one's called Dead Chat.
Did you
Which-
say Bland of the Living?
No, I did not say Bald of the Living. No. And one's called Dead Chat for like private conversations with specific players. So I just started putting people in Dead Chat and therefore killing them. Anyway,
We're just murdering us.
yeah, I was just killing my friends for having the temerity to, I don't know, exist. I can't even remember what we were joking about.
I believe we have a game.
Speaking of temerity, you've walked through the portal. All of you are now outside the town hall building / school gymnasium. And on the other side of this portal, where a great storm is raging. Transported on the storm are screams and cries of agony and sadness. One in particular is loud and poignant. I believe I already applied this to you, Nora, but hearing it causes you to gain a shadow.
She
Yeah, we
rolled.
did the roll last time.
She
Okay.
rolled and rolled a 10 on a single die, so 2 successes. It was bad.
Yeah.
Was that for seeing the village executed, though, or for being in here?
It was
The
for being
village.
here.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm gonna need you to roll that again.
Okay. I thought
Actually,
this
don't
was all
bother. You
same-
just, yeah, roll that again.
Alright. Let's see one of these guys. 4?
It's your,
So I rolled a 4.
oh.
Plus my inner light.
Minus
shadow?
shadows. No, none of that. It's your inner light, and you you add a die for your shadow.
Okay, so what am I rolling for?
You're looking for successes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was another one of those, like, you don't want a high roll thing.
No, well, you don't, but
But I want a success?
you do not want successes, but you're
No.
checking for them.
Okay, so I rolled a 4. My inner light is at 1. I had previously 1 shadow.
So I believe you roll 2 dice.
2 dice.
So you got 1 dice roll down.
So I'll do the other one. A 3.
Okay, so a few things. That specific whale that is getting closer as time goes on is easily heard over the din of the storm, and it is filled with revulsion and regret and despair, the likes of which you guys have not heard before. And Nora immediately knows that that is a princess.
Wow.
Doesn't sound good.
Just-
Yeah, Nora, you know in your heart that it is a princess, and you also know in your heart that she is suffering beyond what anyone should have to suffer.
Oh no. We've got to fix that.
Oh no.
Which is why you needed to check for the shadows. But anyway,
Do you share this with anybody?
Yeah, like, she will just flat out say it.
okay.
All right. Can we see anything, or is it just the sound so far?
So far, it's just sound. The orchids that were blooming from before are growing in greater numbers around you, but so far you just hear the noise.
Are these gonna become a problem? Ben just kind of gestures to the flowers growing.
Do you
Only-
touch one?
He ain't gonna touch one.
Joaquin says yes, definitely, especially if you get too close to one. Ben, I think, and he looks up at the tower. I think we may need your expertise there. Can you knock that thing down?
Hell yeah, I can.
The orchids are now growing up the tower.
How far is the tower?
It's in what would be the town square, so it's basically right in front of the building.
Alright. Ben's gonna walk towards it.
Burn it. Don't. Those are diseased flowers. Those are deadly, poisonous flowers. We've seen
Joaquin
them.
has told you they carry a terrible plague.
I've got an idea.
Do you have a
You
lighter?
hear another howl of agony.
James is gonna pull the RPG out of nowhere or elsewhere, and
Okay.
Oh shit.
I mean, I can try and knock it over.
Do we want to knock it over and risk the plants spreading whatever disease they have to us, or do we want to burn it and?
You have a lighter.
I'm going to bring an arrow to my hand with phantom shot technique, and then using fiery arrow technique, coated in fire. And
Could you link that?
I just did.
Oh, yeah,
Can I
there it
make
is.
a decisive attack without being an initiative?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's an object, so sure.
I thought that they were. Isn't it people? And will the fire spread throughout the entire thing?
That is a very good question. It's a natural fire. Let's see what happens, shall we?
Is
So
it a natural fire?
It says right here, this fire is natural and may
Okay.
spread to surrounding
Okay.
objects.
I missed that. Sorry, I was
No
reading
problem.
through it again.
Anyway, so you draw an arrow, pull your bowstring back. The arrow catches a light essence, providing the heat where none existed before. You release the arrow, and it strikes into the flesh of the radio tower. It sinks in quite deep with a wet thudding noise, and part of the arrow goes out. But part of it catches the light, the orchids acting as a kind of tinder, causing the whole thing to go up in flame quite well. But it doesn't spread past where the orchids are, and only on the one leg where you placed it. And over time, the orchids seem to start to glisten when they get close to the flame. And before long, just as you hear another howl of agony on the wind, they start to overtake the fire, spouting an orange powder onto the flames to douse them. Aki, I swear to fucking Christ, don't you
Then
are.
we may need a feat of strength here.
That or the RPG. Yeah.
Or both.
I am not going up to that thing with you aiming an RPG at it.
I
So
wouldn't
you
be-
shoot first.
Okay, I'll unload. I'll fire the RPG,
Okay,
making sure everyone's clear of the back blast.
great. You clear everyone away from the target and the backblast of the RPG, settle into a crouching position, and pull both triggers, and are delighted to know that it does indeed work. The RPG fires. It strikes one of the legs of the radio tower, which explodes in a gory mess, shattering the leg of the tower completely. And the tower begins to tip over to away from you guys where you fired the RPG, and just as it's about to finish falling to the ground, you hear another wail on the wind, and the tower collapses. Meat splattering to the ground, bone breaking, and orchids spreading all over the ground. It's very clearly destroyed. It doesn't look like it would ever have been a tower. The RPG seems to have completely dismantled whatever was holding it together.
I quickly check the portal to make sure it's still open.
It is indeed.
Okay.
The portal closes. You guys are fucking alone and can't ever get home. The end.
I was wondering. I played Curse of Strahd with you.
This is a
Like,
different game. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
Princess,
your
the
enemy
hopeless.
here. I'm not your enemy here. I really want you guys to succeed. In Curse of Strahd, I thought the whole campaign was racist and you should fail because vampires aren't always bad.
All right. So, how close, based on the speed of sound, is that thing, whatever it is?
Quick question for you.
Oh, yeah,
How
we can-
much do you think you can depend on the speed of sound in this place?
Oh, you're right. What through what substance? The very air is hazy and shadowy, isn't it?
No, it's just dark here.
Oh, right. All right.
I mean, it could be air. You seem to be breathing it okay. It could also be phlogiston. You don't fucking know. Anyway,
Mercy. The remains. Please burn them. Oh, sorry. Are any of those remains still moving or moaning or?
no.
Okay.
They're emphatically not moving.
Okay. Never mind.
It's a loose pile of undifferentiated organ and bone. That's cold to the touch, except where RPGs made it warm to the touch.
I know you said that when we first came in, there was like screaming that could be heard throughout the entire place.
There still is.
There still is. Okay, that's
It's extremely loud here.
Okay.
There's just one specific wail that is louder than the others.
Can I try and differentiate that with an awareness check to figure out how far and which direction it's coming from?
Ah, yes, the same question that I was just asked by Joaquin. Of course,
Yes,
you could
but I'm
try.
asking if I can make a check to see where it's coming from.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me wits and awareness, please.
You've got the super hearing. That's much more effective for you to do it.
It's wits, not perception?
Yes. No, it would be wits because you're actually trying to garner information based on what you're hearing. Like, you're
fair,
not trying to hear it, you're trying to figure something out based on it.
Using 5 months.
Nice.
I'm assuming this is not a difficulty 2 or 3 hearing check.
That's a good question. Let me think about that. No, I would say it would be. So I'll just let you know. It's getting closer. It should be upon you in the next few minutes.
Okay.
According to the Doppler effect, anyway, which is possibly reliable here.
I'll look to the group and say it's definitely coming here. It should be here in the next couple of minutes, maybe less. I can't rely here.
At about that moment, a creature stumbles out of the murk. It looks like a man, but he's horribly wounded. Most of his body is red and raw and leaking pus. Parts of him are just like you're watching them melt off of his body, and his eyes are missing.
You don't look so good, man.
He doesn't seem to recognize that you're there and holds an arm up as if to call out for help, but no sound escapes his throat.
Joaquin, what are your thoughts?
Okay, Joaquin. Joaquin looks horrified, and he's actually going to this man. What are his odds of survival? Probably none unattended, but like, is he alive?
Like, theoretically, if you had like a first age medical facility, you could save this guy.
I need to quickly check a thing. Joaquin is seriously considering whether he can become a first aid medical facility because
Okay, let me save you some time.
Yeah.
This guy is at the terminal stage of this illness. Unless you can resurrect the dead, No.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He's seconds away from being a corpse.
Joaquin's actually going to reach out to this man and like hold him in his last moments and tell him that
Oh yeah, totally.
he's gonna
It's fine.
ooh, he's gonna tell him that everything's going to be all right. You're safe now, and
Okay.
he's gonna take I'm gonna roll limit for that.
One quick second. So as you're approaching him, you reach out to take his hand, and a knife, a scalpel on a vine, thrusts forward and impales through the back of his head and out the front. Warm blood spatters your face from the exit wound. The knife pulls back. The man collapses to the ground and melts as he does so, turning into a pool of first red, then black ooze, which soaks into the soil. In
Ben's
that
gonna
moment,
grab Joe.
in that moment, the creature that was wailing appears. She is a massive, bloated, distorted mess of a woman, covered in vines and orchids, with knives and surgical equipment throughout, that looks to be actively wailing, despite the fact that her eyes no longer exist and only a red pus leaks from them. She howls in agony, and as she does, you all keenly feel the despair and self-loathing that she is experiencing. What's everyone's guile?
6. I'd like to boost it.
8.
Can I boost? How much could I?
Okay,
And
sorry, what was it?
Oh, it's So I said I would like to boost it. Joaquin's is going to be 8, and he's going to spend 4 peripheral motes to do so.
Okay. I should have GR'd that. Oh well.
I'm gonna boost mine as well. Probably,
Up to about 6, give or take.
yeah. If you don't mind.
Defender loses ties in exalted mechanics. I should just mention that.
Oh, then
It's bad.
off up to 7?
Suspicious, but I'll allow it.
What, we just add motes to Guile?
You
Or is
can
there a
raise
particular-
any static value by
2
a
motes
point
per
for 2
one.
motes. And you can it follows the same rules as increasing a roll. So you can only spend a number of motes equal to the stats that add up for that static value.
It is manipulation and socialize. So whatever your pool for that is, you can add half. So you can spend that many motes.
Thank fuck.
Wait, manipulation and what?
Socialize.
Oh.
That's where your guile comes from.
In that case, I cannot raise enough.
Yep, me
Uh,
neither.
Yep. I'm fucked.
Yeah, no. Ben.
Oh,
Ben is
goody.
also fucked.
Okay, so
Sorry, Elijah.
oh, we lost my darling wife. Hang on a second.
Oh no, not the wife.
Yes. Okay, she's having tech problems. Oh, and I forgot something. Okay. But anyway, so her wailing immediately causes you all to feel like you could have, if you were just a little faster, a little smarter, a little stronger, you could have saved this girl. And because you didn't, you have failed her. Her pain is your fault. Everyone who failed that, take a point of limit.
No.
And I am officially gloves off in this campaign. Let's fucking go. All right.
He's just gonna drop on his knees at that point.
Oh, yeah. Also, Ben, you are absolutely certain that this isn't a woman. This is a girl.
Oh no. Oh no, does that count as another limit?
No, I'm not going to punish you twice for the same thing.
Oh,
But you're
okay.
intimately aware that this is literally the worst possible scenario for you.
Oh no.
Okay, so I need everyone to roll join battle. But wife is having tech issues, and I need to update channel point redemptions. So we're actually going to take a little break for a second, and I will be right back.
All right.
Understand why you keep getting
We're back! You understand why what?
You keep getting my name mixed up. My token is still registered as Darius, not Elijah. So my initiative.
Also,
is
I'm just a bad DM, really.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is part of it.
Yep.
I love your DMing. Don't say that.
You love my what?
DMing.
Sure, sure. The M was definitely there.
Yeah.
Also, a reminder that because we're now in combat, you get 5 motes back every
The beginning of every round.
beginning of every round.
Does the first round that
Okay.
you that does the first round count?
No.
Okay.
Actually, yes, it totally would. This is Exalted, where entering combat would immediately trigger your exaltation to go big mode, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
And
oh
I mean,
no,
also, you're the DM.
that is true. I do have infinite power. Wait, I have infinite power. You all die horribly. I win.
Oh,
No.
Told you it was hopeless.
I didn't even realize I could just do that.
Hey, Jordan?
Uh-huh.
No.
Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't realize that Aki could just say no to me.
Aki veto.
Hucky,
Bringing it fucking back.
I return from the
I'm gonna
dead.
spend a point willpower on this join battle roll for another success.
Okay, so welcome back, dear. We figured out wife's
Holy
tech problems, and by that I mean wife figured out wife's tech problems, and I walked in and kissed wife and then left.
It was pretty gross. I'm sorry.
It's okay, babe. I know I'm hard to look at. That's why I keep putting my face on the internet. What's up, pattern spiders? Anyway.
And that's why I had to put my face up on the internet on Saturday.
That was, yeah, it was great to have a day off where I didn't stream at all. That reminds me, I still have to make the stream archive for that one. Okay, so. Whew. Wife didn't hear the description of the thing, so I'm going to go over that again. And then while I'm doing that, Dearest, if you could roll your join battle, that would be great. So, okay, James went up an anima level upon joining battle. So, the screaming, wife, did you hear the thing that entered just before the big thing?
Nope, I heard none of it.
Cool. So, this man who looked extremely ill, he was covered in open sores, his skin was extremely red and puffy. In some places it had cracked and was leaking an orange pus. His eyes were missing, and he was stumbling forward, reaching out like he was looking for someone to save him. Joaquin walked forward to go to help him, and from the murk, a vine shot out with a scalpel on the end of it and skewered the man through the back of the head and out the front, causing an exit wound that splashed diseased blood onto Joaquin's face, which was warm and horrible. Then the man collapsed onto the ground and literally melted into a pile of red goo, which turned to black turned to black very quickly and then was absorbed by the ground.
Yeah.
Following behind him was a massive, bloated, twisted abomination of a girl covered in vines and orchids, plant matter, and all manner of surgical equipment. When she walked in, she howled in agony, self-loathing, and despair, and everyone felt it. Everyone knew instinctively that if they had just been a little bit better, a little bit faster, if they had come to help her just a little bit sooner, she wouldn't be like this, and therefore her pain was their fault. Most everyone didn't take damage from it, but a few people did. You are immune, Dearest.
Yeah, I was gonna say Holy Madoka Batman.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce a dethroned.
Okay, so for my join battle, I have it written as 5 or 6, depending on if I'm in my princess state, which I
Yes.
am. Is that how many successes I need, or how many dice I roll?
You roll that many dice.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, pretty much Blackthorn.
Do. Here go 6 dice. Ooh, ooh.
We're rolling dice.
Don't ooh in my chat.
And 7's and up.
7's and up, and you add 3 successes to the total.
1, 2, 3. 10s?
10s count as 2 successes.
1, 2, 3,
Right?
4, 5, 8.
Cool. I just realized you need a token in Roll20 to be able to...
Yeah, I noticed that last time. I just didn't say anything.
Rude. Okay, so if you look in Roll20, under the E, there is a token.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
Under the E. I am also trying to do that.
What?
I don't have the token either, I don't think.
You gotta click on yourself, and
Yeah.
then roll join battle.
Your portrait's in the top left corner.
Top left corner.
Under
there's a-
streaming.
Yeah, on your face, like in the actual Roll20, you should see your face in there.
Right beside the sun, shooting a laser at a gay, big-dicked armored man.
Elijah's face.
Above Mercy with a heart.
So I'll re-roll. Is that correct?
Yeah, go
I-
ahead and re-roll. I'm just gonna change it to your original roll.
I just wanted to make sure that I knew which one was which, because I can be stupid.
Okay.
So I'm on roll 20. So what did you need me to do?
So there's a token under the E in pew.
Under the E in pew.
Do you see that little like faceless man? If you click on that, that's you. That's Nora Applewood.
But where is this? You mean?
You're in roll 20. You're on the main page.
Yeah, I.
Do you see where it
launched
says pew pew pew?
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Click on the one under the E in the third pew, and then
3 tokens come up.
yeah, basically. I just need you to, on your character sheet, which you should have access to. Just under miscellaneous, there's a join battle. Push the button. Actually, I can even do it for you. 1 second.
It doesn't look like Joaquin's is linked properly.
Oh, okay. I didn't hit join battle. I just rolled awareness, so I'm gonna fix that
That's
by
why. Yeah.
going to.
That didn't work when I tried it for wife. Uh-oh.
You should also be able to right-click and add turn. We'll just have to put in
Yeah.
the numbers manually.
Have multiple. We're good.
Yeah, this is actually kind of hard to figure out.
Fine.
I've never had this problem before. There we go. Add turn. Gotcha. So how many successes did you get, dearest?
8.
8. Including the 3 free ones I gave you?
Correct.
Great. Okay. There we go. Oh, it somehow didn't give me this. Oh, I see why.
And Joaquin should be at 14 if we're going with the old roll.
According to this, it's 11.
Yeah, but 11 successes on the join battle roll plus 3 because
Oh, right,
when I
yeah.
originally rolled awareness, I didn't hit join battle, which adds 3.
Correct. Okay. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh,
I believe so.
one quick second. I need to talk about a fate weave. So Blackthorn
Okay.
is right. We're in the end game here, and I cannot have the storyline popping up that would also be an end game on its own. I'm gonna have to reject
What are
that
we
fate
doing?
weave. But
Murder.
there is
Suffering.
a plague that is getting out because of this
Succotash.
place. So I think you'll be quite satisfied.
You sounded way too
Oh, sorry.
excited
Are you
about
asking
murder.
what we're doing in character?
No, don't worry about it.
What?
Yes.
What in the butt?
Strategizing.
Don't do that. This is clearly an ally. Guys, it's a princess.
Yes, a very pretty princess.
Just out of curiosity, how is Nora feeling seeing this thing?
Like, she probably needs to help her.
Yeah, something has clearly gone wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
We begin. James,
Hey, James.
you get the
Permission
drop.
to go. Oh. Pardon?
Okay. Remind
Sorry.
me again, what kind of a terrain are we in?
It's almost like an exact copy of the town you just left.
Yep.
The only difference is it's a lot more decrepit here.
Okay.
Almost like the buildings that are currently in the town have been left to ruin and time.
Right on. So dashing to the left, James drops into a slide behind a building's wall in a bit of an alley, pulling his power bow out of nowhere. He's gonna scream out, "Stop where you are," and shoot at her feet.
Like in front of her, or you're gonna hit her in the foot like a weirdo.
I'm intentionally trying to miss. This is a warning shot.
Okay, so you fire right in front of her feet, and in that moment, another one of those horribly diseased people stumbles out of the murk and catches your arrow right in the leg. It blows the thing's leg off, and she immediately sets her knives about trying to fix that wound.
Oh,
Oh,
Joaquin, you're up.
okay.
I'm considering that a social check with no initiative shift, just so you know.
Yeah.
okay.
Anyway,
Okay. Joaquin, with the blood splattered across his face, is going to like almost sink to his knees, and then looking up with gold pouring from his eyes like tears, he's going to say, "Child, I am the twilight of all ignorance, and I have failed you."
interesting. I didn't consider what would happen if someone revealed their name in this place. Ooh. That was great, by the way.
Thank you.
I really appreciated that. That is possibly the darkest exaltation at like naming that I've heard. That's awesome. Okay. In that moment, it feels as if everything around you is trying to retreat. Sunlight pours from your body, casting everything that was in shadow into light for what appears to be the first time. You see black tar-like liquid falling away from the cracks in the buildings and the tops of roofs and from puddles on the ground, recoiling from the light almost as if it was a mole exposed to the sun. The creature that you face seems to recoil as well, but it does not retreat. If anything, it seems more angry or hurt. It's hard to tell. Some negative emotion has intensified in it. And the screams above you quiet for just a moment. The storm slowing, not stopping, but slowing.
Gleaming with intense solar light, Joaquin touches the ailing being and pauses its suffering for a moment. The being that was injured, whose leg was blown off, and he steps past it, walking up to the horrifically twisted girl.
We are in combat
And-
rounds.
Pardon?
We're in combat rounds. So,
Oh yeah.
are you using a charm on the first one?
No, he's not using any charms on the first one. It was just
Cool.
flavor.
When you touch him, he melts into red goo, which turns black and sinks into the earth. You continue to approach the horribly disfigured girl, this dethroned princess, and she turns to you with pain and despair in her eyes, one of which has swollen shut, but the other glares at you balefully. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. She has no eyes. The eye socket glares at you balefully.
Joaquin is going to actually take one knee in front of her and say, "Let me help you now."
Okay?
And that's going to be a presence roll, if I may.
Go nuts.
All right.
It's not gonna end well. Oh, this is not gonna end well.
Where's the finding the right tab? Trying to make this roll
This
happen.
is not gonna go well. Accepting that she doesn't deserve this is unacceptable to
The
her
screen that I'm
mind.
doing this on is kind of awkward. Sorry.
That's okay. Me and the pattern spiders are talking.
All right.
There's a term called unacceptable influence.
Is it a
in
charisma and
Exalted.
presence roll or appearance and presence? What's your
I'd say
preference?
charisma. You're using your words.
All right.
it is an unacceptable influence for Shu Jing to accept that she doesn't deserve this.
I will spend a point of willpower.
Okay. So it doesn't matter how many successes he generates. Oof.
How did it?
What was that?
He rolled a 4.
Oh,
Or 4 successes,
On-
rather.
4 successes on 6 dice is not bad.
I guess?
He has
And then-
1 charisma and 2 presence. So like,
He's doing his best.
yeah.
Okay, and you spent a willpower, so that's a few more. Did you already include those?
It's just an auto success, and I think it's already included in there.
Okay. So with 5 successes, you tell her. Sorry, what did you say exactly?
I am the twilight of all ignorance. I
Okay,
have failed you.
Yes, that part, and then.
Let me help you now.
Okay, so you beseech her with all of the dignity and respect and mercy that a twilight of the solar exalts can. You go before her, you prostrate yourself, and you tell her that she doesn't have to suffer alone. You're here to help. And you immediately see her flinch in obvious pain and attack.
can I
Are
use
you
a
familiar
reflect,
with the
though?
words unacceptable influence?
I am.
Accepting that she doesn't deserve this is an unacceptable influence.
For those who don't know what unacceptable influence is, can you please let us know?
Yeah, absolutely. So in Exalted, social combat is a very real thing. You can convince anyone of pretty much anything, unless it is unacceptable to them. Some things you just can't convince someone of. It's basically a perfect defense for social attacks. And the way it works is, for example, if you go to a person who, like a parent, there is nothing you could say to a parent who is not literally the worst in the world to make them do willing harm to their child. You just can't. It doesn't work. Unacceptable influence.
Usually, it's opposing a defining intimacy or
Yeah.
some intimacy that is of importance to them.
Yeah, so basically it's something that is so core to them that it doesn't matter how much power you dump into them, they are going to resist it. And this dethroned apparently has a defining intimacy or something similar that she deserves this. Speaking of, hey Elijah, it's your turn.
So it's
So you
apparent
see
that
knives,
she's going-
hooks, and all manner of bladed implement raising to clearly attack Joaquin. Yeah, the dethroned are pretty
I'm
fucked.
not strong enough to move him. Okay, I'm going to leap backwards, gaining some distance.
Cool. You go through the portal and it closes in front
We're
of you.
outside, not inside.
I was kidding.
I know the layout of this place. You're not getting me with that.
Okay, you jump backwards,
you're-
slip on a banana peel, and fall through the portal. It closes in front of you. You could have saved them.
Oh my
You
god.
Cora your way out of the arena.
No. Displacement. Your way out of the arena.
Please spin your way out of the arena. The Dragoon dies.
He just does. Anyway.
I'm going to spend a point of initiative to use a piercing withering attack with my crossbow.
You want to run that by me again? Piercing as in penetrates armor? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, piercing is in ignores 4 points of soak, and if it hits, it will lower the attacker's defense by 1 until the next turn.
Okay, go ahead.
until my next turn.
I'm
gonna
really
do-
just so you know, Joaquin. I feel really
Yes.
bad for like no selling that, but
Hey, I knew
it I have to. Story
I'm
calls
okay
for it.
with
It's
it.
just that was cool as fuck, and
it's narratively awesome, and Joaquin
it's
is going
narratively
to-
horrifying. Actually,
Joaquin is going to take on. He can only take on one stage at a time, but he's going to take on a minor intimacy of. He doesn't know the name for them, but the dethroned must be saved.
Okay, so Elijah jumps back, brings his siege crossbow up to bear, pulls the trigger, and fires.
Just a bit of damage.
And
I need the enemy's soak. -4.
so it's 1.
Okay.
Can I add something?
You can always speak up. I love you.
Because I have an instant action that just happens because, yeah, this is a good time.
What is it?
It is called... Just finding it. Oh shit, where did it go?
That's a weird name. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
That doesn't sound princessy.
Yeah, don't want to use
Leave
that
it
one.
was
It's called Helping Hand. It's a connect charm.
Okay. And it says it's instant? Does it say
Yeah.
reflexive or instant?
Instant.
Okay, that means it has to happen on your turn.
Really?
I believe so. Can you read out the description?
If a thing is worth doing, it's worth doing together. When the princess assists in an instant teamwork action, she may activate this charm instead of rolling the relevant dice pool.
Yeah, that's it. Got to be done on when you're doing a teamwork check, which you're not doing right now.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Fuck
the
that,
pattern
then you're
spiders
pro.
say you're fucking adorable.
Oh, thanks.
I love Princess because it's so like it's in the world of darkness, but it's stuff like if something's worth doing, it's worth doing with friends. The dethroned are a serious threat to the world.
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't say that in the book, and I didn't know how it would transfer there. But yeah, if there's a way that I can make this work, she's adding the power of teamwork to the role.
So there's a concept in Princess that I can port over easily to Exalted, which is that you can aid another. Basically, you can help with checks in combat. In Princess, there's actually like straight up combat teamwork charms or merits rather that allow you to do things together that make you more effective. Now, obviously, that doesn't exist in Exalted. In Exalted. However, if you want to do a teamwork check on your turn, I will allow you to do that sort of thing to benefit others. Does that make sense? Okay. Back to Elijah.
That success is 13.
It does indeed hit, yes.
Okay.
Your net successes was actually 4.
Oh, jeez.
Several knives and trays and wooden containers get in the way of the crossbow bolt. They are all destroyed as the crossbow bolt passes through, but they slow it quite a bit. And
That is 8.
you removed 1 from the raw damage for soak.
Yep, there was 1 soak in there.
Great. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Mm-hmm, 16 plus 21. Okay, so the surgical implements are knocked back. The arrow strikes her right in the ribs, in between, right in the heart, really. What in the fuck was that? Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, it strikes her right in the heart. The bolt knocking her to the side. She falls to the ground and tries to catch herself, but her arms are bloated and the vines interfere with her movement. So she falls flat on her face and howls in agony and pain as she does so. Good job, you did it.
For a brief moment, Elijah will flinch away from the howls. He is not a fan of having to murder this thing.
Anyway, speaking of murdering a child, hey Nora,
Hey, it's my turn.
what are
Alright.
you doing?
So is she basically prone right now? Or is she still
Yeah.
standing?
Well, she's in initiative class, so she's basically prone.
Okay. I guess I could also try to attack. 'Cause everything else I have as my charms is based on helping and support.
I mean, you could do that as your action.
But I don't have charms that do that really in this
That's
instance.
actually what I was saying. You could use your action to apply bonuses to other people's next checks using
Okay.
your helping charms.
So next, who is it?
Next in the
Yes.
initiative will be Ben.
Ben. Okay, so Ben. If a thing is worth doing, it's worth doing together.
God.
So, I would like to do this. It is lasting and it costs 1 wisp. Would you like me
Okay.
to continue reading it for you?
Yes, please. I'm basically
Then-
having to convert this into exalted terms on the
Okay.
fly, so please, yes.
So, each success on the activation roll becomes a bonus die for the primary actor. In effect, this charm replaces the usual dice pool for a secondary actor with Inner Light plus Empathy. In an extended teamwork action, the princess can use Helping Hand multiple times, once for each roll. Any
Okay.
bonuses or penalties on the teamwork dice pool also apply to the charm roll, and a dramatic failure penalizes the primary actor's roll as usual.
Okay, so in this case, you'll roll your inner light and empathy, like the charm
Mhm.
calls for, and
Yep.
any successes here add dice to Ben's next roll.
Alright, so let's see.
But Nora can choose to revoke it if she does not like what you're doing, Ben.
And then it kind of just like fizzles out, or can it move down the line?
No, it stays on Ben, but you can veto specific actions from receiving the bonus. Basically, you're helping Ben. If you wouldn't help Ben with something, Ben doesn't get the bonus for it.
Okay.
So if Ben next turn is like, I choose to kill a puppy, you could be like, well, you're on your fucking own then, buddy.
So I've already rolled 2 10s,
Okay, so that's 4 dice.
and then 1 more, so that's 3 successes altogether.
Well, 2 10s, right?
Yeah, and then I re-rolled those, and then only got 1 more success.
No. 10's just
Oh, the-
double here.
Oh, so then then that's 4.
Okay, so Ben, on your next check, you are...
Adding 4.
You're adding 4 dice to it. So, Nora goes to you, Ben, and actually, do you want to describe this, dearest?
Which exalt are you, Ben?
Dawn.
The Dawn. Oh, my dear Dawn. I bestow against you this gift. And with this gift, it allows you even more strength to fulfill your justice and your duties as an exalted. Here. And then she'll actually kiss his hand.
Aww.
Baby
As she
girl.
does, you feel essence leak into your body. Almost
I-
like you were getting the benefit of the sun itself suffusing you.
Nice, okay.
But it's different than the help that you've received from other solar exalts. It feels similar, but not the same.
Okay.
Your belly swells. You're now 4 months pregnant.
Oh, shit! Don't tell the cops.
Guys.
I like the word swells.
Oh, Jesus.
God.
This is your princess, guys.
Help me.
We're doomed.
So anyway, speaking of Ben,
Is Joaquin still being attacked? Or
no, she's fallen to the ground. However, she could attack Joaquin. She could attack any of you, actually. You're all within range.
Ben doesn't want to hurt her though.
She is a child
Yeah.
who seems to be trying to help the plague victims around her.
Yeah.
But she's also covered in the fungi that are apparently spreading this plague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're orchids, actually.
Yeah.
They're very beautiful.
Oh, right.
Aside from the green
Okay.
and orange coloration.
I think since Sam, Joaquin walked up, he's closer to her, so Ben's going to rush over to him and kind of grab his arm around him and pull him back to make sure there's some space.
Joaquin's just gonna like snap up a hand to. He's not even using words. This is happening too fast. But he's gonna ward you off like he's not accepting your help. You can still probably grab him, but
But it's gonna be
I am
contested.
not giving you an option. You're in danger. And he just picks Joaquin up
Okay.
and backs away.
So Joaquin wasn't willing, so I need you to make a grapple gambit.
Alright. How do I do that?
So the combat cheat sheet that you should probably have open specifically says you roll it as a decisive attack. So you're rolling your dexterity plus your combat ability, which is probably dexterity plus martial arts, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And then you want a number of dice greater than Joaquin's defense.
Okay, so I'm just...
Sorry.
Hey Joaquin, if you need to talk to people who aren't here, do you mind muting?
yes, sorry.
Thanks.
Alright, so I'm just rolling a dex and martial arts.
Yeah. You can add motes if you want to try and guarantee success.
Joaquin's parry is actually quite high, but I'll tell you what it is after you roll, or when you're
Okay, in that case, we're gonna...
Actually, not that high. I
Wait,
lied.
no, shit. That's the wrong one. No. Roll that one.
So you guys know.
I had that in bonuses, right? If I want to add motes.
Sorry? Yes, if you want to add motes, you need to roll bonus dice.
Yeah. That's not... shit. Alright. Gonna add 5.
Okay.
Because friend needs to be safe.
So here's her stats.
For some reason, these portraits are in front of my rolls.
Oh, the
There-
portrait's
there we
down at the bottom.
Yeah. There's one too many when I have the chat open. So it bunches up and gets in the way of my character sheet.
Okay. Sorry, I was just dealing with some stuff. I was just showing the pattern spider something. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
That overcomes Joaquin's parry and dodge.
sorry, I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is. Nice. So, you grab Joaquin, and did you say you threw him or that you
No,
ran away with him?
they carried him.
Great. So
Wait.
Joaquin, holds an arm up to ward you off. you go in to grab Joaquin anyway, and Joaquin, smooth as water and swift as the wind, parries your blow away. Then you remind Joaquin that you're the Dawn, and inevitable, you grab him and run out of the combat area.
Yep.
Mercy.
Alright. We're fighting a child.
Kind of recontextualizes, I'm going to kick your fucking ass, doesn't it?
Oh no, I'll throw hands with the child, it's fine. But, Mercy's got her Sword of Sunlight out. And this, you said dethroned, was covered in those plants?
The orchids, vines, yeah. Honestly, she looks like she's covered in plants from the forest just outside this village.
Does she look...
Aside from the orchids, anyway.
So real quick, just to clarify something.
Yep.
Does it look like the vines go to somewhere?
They wrap around her, they go into and out of her clothing. That it just seems that they have gripped her, or possibly are coming from her, but they're almost like ropes restricting her into this like twisted shape. It looks quite painful, actually.
There's no vines that go from her to the ground to questionable direction.
No, there's
Okay.
not. No, there's nothing that is an obvious silver thread you can cut to save child.
I mean, I was hoping so, considering it's one of
Cut
my
string
red
to
things.
win game.
So
You have
Mercy.
Joaquin, bud, you're killing me here,
To.
man.
Oh no, I said that was meant for you guys. You have to burn the rope.
Oh, okay, we didn't hear that.
Sorry.
So Mercy sighs, leveling her blade and darts forward. I want to make a withering attack on just the vines.
Not really possible. So, you could decisive attack just the vines, but, I mean, you can try and knock the vines away from...
How about instead?
Actually, you know what? Go ahead.
Okay, no. Hear me
I know
out.
how I'll resolve this. You can do it. I
Because-
changed my mind.
Okay. Because I can upgrade the glorious solar saber to make it a blowtorch.
Great, do that.
That's what I need. Okay, that's what I need to do. I will do that.
Yeah, just
spend-
you don't need to upgrade it. If you want to, you totally can.
Okay, I'm gonna upgrade it.
No
I'm gonna
kidding.
spend the willpower. So her blade, going from golden sunlight to, like orange, then to red, then to blue. The same color blue as the Zenith jacket that she's worn to, showcase that she was there to help people. To help the citizens of Victoria, of the world. And she darts forward, and she spirals through the vines and lights them on fire.
Sure.
Bird.
I'll give you a stunt for that.
Yay.
Just so everyone knows, earlier I would have given Joaquin a point of stunt. Actually, probably 3 points for doing the naming thing and trying to talk the princess down, but I knew it was a no-sell, so I didn't want to waste time.
Fair.
Sorry, buddy.
It is what it is. That was still thematic, and I like it.
So
Okay.
just FYI, I am rolling just the Reaper Dieclave because it's got the same stats.
Yeah, we already
So-
talked about that. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
it allows you to have a Dieclave stats. A Reaper Dieclave is basically actually a less damaging Dieclave. I'm fine with that. And even if it wasn't, why would I give a shit?
I don't know. I'm just.
No, I'm questioning the designers of the game that specified it's a Dieclave.
Okay.
And not you, don't worry.
Just. All right. And specialization is 3, right?
3 dice.
Yes.
Charm around. So.
Woof.
Hmm.
And or oof. How many dice did you just roll? Oh my god.
The thing is that I couldn't use Excellent Strike.
Why not? Oh, because it's decisive.
I'd
only.
already. No, because I had already used a charm this round.
Right.
I
I
reused
should
Glorious
look
Solar
into charm
Saber
cascades.
to
But
upgrade
anyway,
it.
yep, fair enough. Yep, you're
Yep.
correct. How many dice is that, out of curiosity, that you just got 4 successes on?
It appears to be 13 dice.
Woof.
Yeah.
Okay, so you spin in place, or you spin over her, cutting apart vine after vine after vine, all of them reeling from the light and the flame that your sword is created from and represents. And as you cut away vine after vine after vine, they either regrow to reattach themselves. Some of them bleed horrible orange pus. Others bleed just regular blood, but they regrow and they sprout new vines, sometimes in 2 or 3 or 4 sections, wrapping more and more firmly around the girl. You appear to have not done any damage. Game mechanically, she just parried you.
Yep, that's fine. Mercy sets up for yet another dance. She will not be killing a child.
All right. Speaking of killing a child, the vines, kind of irrespective of her wishes, start lashing out at those around. Anyone within medium range, which is everyone, is a target. But she focuses her first attack on Joaquin.
Noted.
That's being carried by Ben.
I'd
Yep.
like to point out that James went behind a building. Does this still apply to him?
Sorry, James went behind the girl?
He
No. Okay, so
Oh, a building.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd have cover, which gives you defensive bonus, but
Yep.
yes, it can absolutely still hit you.
Alright.
So anyway, it focuses on Joaquin.
All right. Joaquin's going to spend some motes on excellently parrying this, as his actually never mind, on dodging this, as he whirls around Ben's torso and gets as many of them as possible tangled in the air, trying to chase him. Just
Okay.
gonna-
What is your dodge DV?
I'm putting 2 motes into it, and it's going to. I think it's just going to be. It's going to be 3.
Yikes.
Oh no, never mind. My parry is way better. Never mind. Parry is all passively already 4. So.
So this bumps it up to 5?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 4 motes actually, and bump my parry up to 5, as fucking pulls the Dieclaves off of his. Oh, he was wielding. Yeah, was he wielding them? No, never mind. He's just gonna try and defend with his bare hands, grabbing the vines and twisting them together as they try to strike him.
Okay, your hands lash out quicker than sight. You catch several vines, you tie some off like a bow, and others you manage to simply deflect away. But knives still get through. knives and saws and cutting tools meant to open a body for healing are opening you for the opposite purpose. You do note that they seem to be targeting areas where you've been injured in the past. You specifically remember an old scar from a wound you got as a child, and a knife pierces into that part of your body. The wound is superficial, but it feels targeted. So I had...
Ben use a reflexive action or charm.
If you've got a reflexive charm, yes. But just so you know, the
Okay.
hit has already gone through.
Alright, I was about to say, because Ben's literally carrying Joe, and he can use Fluttering Cry of Warning.
Hey, you took that too.
Yes. Adds +2 parry whenever the martial artist parries an attack directed at an ally protected by one of her defend other actions.
Great.
Until next
Had
turn.
you declared that before the attack went through, it would have
I-
worked.
There's
Didn't
actually
want to interrupt you guys. That was
There-
my only issue.
even better. It passively allows you to reflexively defend other.
Sure, but I've already declared the action, declared that we
Okay.
rolled, then we declared it went through. Like, charms gotta come down before you guys see results. That's...
Yeah, I
doesn't
just
work
didn't
that
want to
way.
interrupt you.
Please
But,
do
okay,
interrupt me.
that's
Please
fine.
do.
Alright.
If you've got a reflexive charm, I'm going to assume that whatever I'm doing is going to work. So if you've got a reflexive or you've got something to cut in with, please do cut in.
Hey Jordan, for future reference, can we just slap that down in chat and then you can ask about us? Or you can ask
Absolutely,
about
yeah. Anything you want to do, as long as you call it before the dice are finished rolling. That's my only thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Okay, so... Bum. It is a withering attack, just so you guys know. So it's not the end of the world. I got that many successes, which...
Note that Joaquin's soak is 3.
Okay. Sorry, so I'm gonna have to... redo that. Okay. So you lose a single point of initiative.
She gains 2. Or her curse gains 2, or whatever these things that
Well,
act irrespective of the
they
will
are and aren't part of her.
Yeah.
However, here comes the part that should make those of you familiar with game design shit their pants.
Mhm.
The orchids also attack.
Haha.
Great.
The orchids, covering her body, launch spores in every direction, almost at random. However, one of them strikes Nora.
Oh no.
Now would be a good
That's
time to
fair.
link that charm.
I have linked that charm. Joaquin's actually going to like dart at unnatural speed out of Ben's grasp and place himself directly in the path of the spores. Shimmering force fields appearing on his hands as the sheer speed of him makes them vibrating fans pushing away the spores. He's just gonna parry, but it's a stun.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you a point of stun for that. Now, I have a question for Ben. Ben, my biggest, bestest friend.
Yeah.
Do you want to let him go? Because you still control him in a grapple, so...
Yeah, at this point, the vines were kind of attacking, so you gotta let the guy dodge, right?
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Also, the pattern spiders both hate and love this entire encounter, just so you know.
Good. So do we.
Yeah, it's, I genuinely wondered if I was mentally okay after designing this one. Anyway, so in that case, sure, you can assist with Nora's parry. Nora, what is your parry rating? That is determined by your... Sorry, one sec. Your weapon trait and dexterity, if I remember correctly. So for you, it'd be dex and weaponry, dearest.
Dex and weaponry. Okay, so yeah, because we didn't actually write my parry on the sheet because we didn't
Yeah,
think
I
it would be useful.
I didn't think about it until just now.
Oh yay! So my dex is 3 and weaponry
Yes.
is also 3.
So I think
6.
I think that makes your parry 3, doesn't it?
Probably.
Note that per defend other, somebody has to beat Joe's parry in order to strike Nora.
Okay. So Joe successfully jumps in the way. Wait a second. No, he doesn't. Defend other has to be declared on your turn, does it not? Oh, no. Sorry. Fluttering cry of warning. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. You have a charm. We just talked about this. I'm the brightest person in the room. Mostly because I'm in a room on my own. And also
Bing.
bald.
Bing!
Thank you, dear. Joe jumps in the way of the spore heading directly for Nora, who sees it at just the last moment. But then Joe appears in front of her and bats aside the spore, where it splatters onto the ground with a sickly slapping noise, like a wet piece of tissue thrown onto the ground. Congrats, you fired it.
Joaquin's movement feels like the protective wings of a crane settling across the area in front of Nora, and he says, "I may have failed you, but that doesn't mean I will fail her.
Yay!
You won't harm her while I draw breath."
Anyway, the girl spends her time on the ground wailing and saying something in Chinese, but it sounds very different from what you're used to hearing. Anyone here speak
Oh, I have a charm.
anyone here speak Mandarin?
Yes.
Joaquin does, and fluently.
This is pretty much impossible to understand. It's clearly Mandarin, same sentence structure and stuff, but the words are weird, strange, not what you would use in modern conversation.
Strange tongue understanding. Let me link it.
I mean, she does have a strange tongue, but that's mostly the bloating.
Oh boy. Just let me find my linguistics charms.
Mm-hmm. Let me look through my mountain of I know stuff charms.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Side note, that's one of the things I love about Princess. Their charm families are like, fight, perfect, bless. They're like, this is what I'm doing. Fight charm lets you punch good, yeah. It is,
Feel
yeah.
called out.
You're correct,
While he
Blackthorn.
does this, or just to clarify, we are able to stack combat charms on an attack, right? Assuming that they don't fall in the categories of you cannot stack these together.
It depends. Normally, simple charms are basically an action in of themselves. But I'm actually not sure how Third Ed handles charm cascades. I'll have to look into that.
Okay.
You can combo charms that are of the same ability with no limitation as long as they're not simple. Like if they're reflexive or supplemental, you can do as many of them as possible, but not of multiple different abilities, unless it explicitly says otherwise.
So one simple charm and then as many corollary charms as you'd like, as long as it doesn't say otherwise. Okay.
That's correct.
Okay. So Joaquin, you're able to figure out what she's saying. She's repeating "I'm sorry" over and over and over and over and over. The feeling that you get from it is that she seems to be apologizing for not for fighting you, but for something else. Autocathon in my character list does say I've arrived in your reality, so maybe. the pattern spiders just asked me if Autocathon is aware that Autocathon is fictional. And my answer to that is shrug emoji. Anyway, right.
No, gender.
We are going to reorder. Darius, you're up.
So to clarify, can I use 2 supplementals and a reflexive charm?
Totally.
Okay.
Wise shot. Phantom shot technique, fiery arrow shot. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna link. Elijah's going to take a knee to the ground, attuning his ears away from all of the distractions, the loud noises. He's going to put all of his will into the phantom shot, thinking of his own family and how he doesn't want to see this happen. He wants to know what happened to them, but doesn't want to know if it was this. And I'm going to numb a major intimacy to get 2 bonus dice.
Yep.
With phantom shot technique.
Mm-hmm.
And then as he pulls the thorn from his chest, loading it into his crossbow, it ignites with flame, and he quickly pulls the trigger, aiming at the girl.
Okay, and this is a decisive attack, obviously, because you're using fiery arrow shot.
Yes.
Okay, roll your attack.
I'm going to use another full bonuses. I'm forgetting the name.
Excellent.
Excellency, that's the one. Thank you.
Full bonuses, otherwise known as goodly attack. Smart, good, shoot well.
And I'll actually spend a willpower on this one as well.
Probably wise. You can't see it, but I'm grinning at the pattern spiders like a dumbass. Anyway, 13. Not bad, not bad. You do indeed hit. Once again, the implements on the end of the vines, which you consider for just a moment, don't seem to be running out. They seem to continually replenish themselves from deep within the mass of either the girl or the vines. It's hard to separate the two. Thank you for the follow. And they attempt to block the piercing arrow, but it moves unerringly in between them, seeming to be just out of the way of the actions of the vines to protect this girl. And yeah, get to roll your damage now. 8.
Yep.
+1 for fiery arrow shot, or did you?
I added that.
Okay.
And she ignites.
Yeah, she does. The vines easily catch flame.
Fire arrow shot also adds 1 automatic success.
We already counted that.
I added that.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Okay, let me just track some damage here. So 8. Okay, great. You reset?
Yeah.
James. Sorry. Elijah, on your turn, so long as she's burning, please remind me.
Yep. Will do.
Okay, James, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna whip out from behind the building, taking a bead on
RPG.
with the power bow. I see the movement of the vines, and a whole bunch of them happen to line up from this angle, so I'm going to shoot a power bow arrow through all of these vines and kind of cut them off as part of my withering attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. You can have a point of stunt. One of.
Bump
Also,
this
the pattern spiders are disappointed that you're whipping it out right now.
8 successes.
Indeed. So, her vines catch the arrow, all of them being impaled, leaking blood and pus and clear fluid. All of it mixes on the ground in a horrific blend of what you could only describe as organic soup. But the vines successfully stop the arrow and pull apart, wounded but still moving.
Okay.
Didn't beat her defense.
And then I'll go back behind the wall.
Smart. Joaquin.
Joaquin's going to... He's going to approach again, and he's going to say, I am so sorry. I know you can't believe me. But I want to help you.
Okay.
What did this to you?
What language are you speaking?
Mandarin.
Modern Mandarin?
Yes, because I don't think he has the ability to...
Cool.
I'm gonna... You know what? I'd like to roll, if I may, something in linguistics. Maybe intelligence and linguistics.
Yeah, I'll
to
allow that.
try-
That's fine.
Pardon?
I see where you're going with that. Absolutely roll
Yeah.
it.
Okay, rolling it.
It will be
He's gonna-
difficult, but you're a solar
Yeah.
exalt, so that's,
Yeah.
pretty much bread and butter.
Is it intelligence?
Yeah, intelligence and linguistics, please.
All right, 4 motes. And actually, you know, he's going to use 5 peripheral motes to add 5 dice, and that is going to cause his. It was before, I suppose, but now his anima is at bonfire,
Great.
and he's going to say, "I want to understand. Please help me to understand what happened to you."
Okay. Yeah, you succeed. You successfully communicate this to her.
And I'd like to attempt an instill action, and basically the goal here, Joaquin, the goal on the surface is just to get information, but he's actually using words. He's using the words in a way that will bring her a memory of times before this was done to her, or before she had this happen.
Okay.
It's an instill action for the emotion.
Yeah, sure. Please make the social attack.
I will. Performance. No, not performance. Presence.
I'd say socialize, actually.
Socialize makes sense.
Such a bad idea.
Here goes the roll.
Oh my god.
Manipulation and socialize?
Absolutely.
Yep. He's trying to remind her of a better time.
Yep.
Yep.
You sure are.
Yep.
I appreciate the hustle.
Yeah. And he's hopefully this will actually successfully manipulate her
Maybe
into
if you beat her guile.
giving information. He's the twilight of the solar exalted, and his purpose is to understand.
Let me see, 6 successes? Okay. So she immediately starts rambling and mumbling. It would be impossible to tell what she was saying if she was speaking modern English, and she's not. she's clearly she looks honestly like she's having a panic attack. Like you've triggered a panic attack in her. And she fills her horrifically twisted lungs with air. Nora.
Hello.
So this other princess that she seems like she's been hollowed out and is beating herself constantly emotionally. Like your sensitivity is screaming at you to save her.
Okay, so I'm going to use my next charm called Mercury's Blessing. Connect 1 and Aqua 1. Instant 1 Wisp per scene. With a touch of the hand and a look in the eye, the princess may converse with anyone in the world. She touches someone to activate the charm. With an ordinary success, she acquires a basic understanding of the target's language until the charm ends. She gains the blessing condition. The affected trait is a dot in the multilingual merit applied to a single language the target knows.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's an exceptional success, princess gets the language merit instead.
It just straight up gives you the language merit?
Yeah.
Fuck me running. Alright, go ahead and roll it.
Alright, so I need to roll my...
You've got a charm that gives you dots in an ability.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a language, but still.
It's a merit.
It's a diplomatic thing, okay? You wouldn't understand. Okay, so I need to roll my... Where did it go?
Dice, probably.
Really? Wow.
I'm helping.
Eyes. That was rolling her eyes right there. I could hear it.
Oh, Saul.
Roll Jordans instead. Yeet.
The pattern spiders said, wife, savage.
Texas cease and desist extreme.
Intelligence and expression. So my expression is pretty okay. And then my intelligence, oh boy.
I'm very smart. 1.
Okay. And I'm in princess mode, so that also gives me a little bit more. Okay.
Who needs smarts when you have hope?
Who needs smarts when you have hearts?
I love the idea. Okay, so there are some princesses who specialize in fight charms. So it's like, who needs smarts when you have hurts?
I rolled 5. 5 successes.
So you just... Alright, you now speak ancient Mandarin.
Cool.
Permanently.
I thought it was just...
5 is an exceptional success.
Oh, cool.
You now speak fluent ancient Mandarin.
Awesome, guys.
What the fuck?
And I will do my best to reach her. Lovely princess, you must know you have to stand down so that we can help you. We can save you. We can work together. Please, just understand. Understand me and us.
Okay.
Join us.
So everyone watches as Nora runs up and starts speaking a language you've never heard in your lives.
I had to touch her, yeah.
Yes, which means you are in touching range.
I imagine Joaquin and I can, like, vaguely sense that it's Mandarin.
Yes, and Joaquin actually understands what she's saying.
Ah.
Oh, no, it's one statement, so no, you can't, Joaquin. Anyway. Ben, you're up.
Alright, what is this crazy child doing getting within touch range of a very unwell child? Men,
talking,
That's how we
apparently.
make friends.
Ben's gonna go up.
That's how I
To
made
Nora,
friends as a
I kinda
kid.
like-
I was the unwell child.
He
Hey.
purposely puts himself between Nora and the dethroned. Don't really.
Okay.
He's holding his dire lance in a defensive position rather than an attack.
Okay, you run up and interpose yourself between Nora and the dethroned, but not before Nora touches the creature.
Yeah.
Can I quickly touch on something?
Yeah.
Is Nora flammable?
Oh, no.
Nora is flammable, yes, but I would assume Nora is not not the whole dethroned is on fire.
Okay.
It's the vines that caught
Okay.
flame.
Okay, cool. So, just make sure.
Yeah. Although,
Ooh,
this
touch
is a
fire.
touch
Touch
grass. Bracket spicy. Elijah just put in the
No.
Roll20 chat. I only want to light one child on fire. Fuck.
To what extent is talking
Oh
a
my
free action? And can Joaquin say, do something about the orchids?
Yeah, absolutely. You can say that. This is exalted. Talking is a free action unless it's dramatically appropriate for it not to be. Anyway, this is Princess?
This is Princess.
I'm very confused about which game this is. Whoever wrote this was a fucking weirdo. Anyway, we're just gonna breeze past that statement. Ben, so you've interposed yourself, which is, I think, just your movement. Are you doing anything
Yeah.
else?
Can he take a defensive
Pseudo
action?
happened. That's fucking hilarious.
Just in case she attacks again?
That is the full
Yeah.
defense action. It raises your parry, well, actually both defenses by 2.
Yes, you can.
Alright.
Alright. Mercy, you're up. Welcome, Stream Into the Abyss. I have definitely done that in the past. I love your name.
It's making a meme. It was very important.
Very important.
Please check the memes.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Literally just Ben right now.
Mind if I throw that in the laugh track?
Go.
Go
right
nuts.
ahead.
I'm
Do
just
it.
showing it to the pattern spiders. Ben, Joe getting within melee distance of the dethrone. Haha, done. Nora getting within melee distance of the dethrone.
Damn it.
That's great.
I was just like, oh, I need to do the second that Ben was like, why is there a second person within melee? I needed to make the meme.
Again.
So, I'm not gonna say that there's a third person that's gonna get within melee range of the dethroned,
Damn it, Mercy.
but I don't know. Well, maybe we can repeat that third panel there. So Mercy's going to dart in. And she's going to try to do a grapple check on the dethroned herself.
Okay.
So basically, what she's doing, if I can, I'm gonna stunt this. So
You're gonna have to come up with a hell of a stunt. I'm gonna be blunt. Those vines are not gonna be easy to pin. They
That's fine.
seemingly come from like somewhere in either her body, under her clothing, or just from a mass of centralized vines, and they basically appear wherever they're quote needed. So there's an arbitrary number of vines within this creature. I would love to see you stunt this.
All right. So
Genuinely.
Mercy darts in around Nora, around Ben, and it looks for a moment like the sort of like she's going to use the sort of sunlight, raising it above her head as if she's going to slash down. And as the vines come up to defend, it vanishes. And Mercy envelops the dethroned in a gentle hug.
Gentle
says-
hug.
Let me finish, Jordan. And says, "You're okay. I've got you." You are safe.
We're just not getting it. Okay. Are you making a grapple check?
Yep. Against the dethroned herself and not the vines.
Okay.
Oh, well, Ben
Go ahead.
is in the background going, "What are you doing?"
Giving a hug to the horrifically plagued creature,
Yep.
covered in plague flowers and sharp implements.
Because Mercy's limit trigger is innocent, suffering, and unable to help.
Actually, arguably, this is worse than an innocent. A princess is not just an innocent, it's an innocent that has taken a strong stand against the corruption and destruction of innocence itself.
Yep.
So, yeah, fair enough.
So she is
Also,
going
please make your
to-
grapple check.
Am I gonna get any stunt for that?
Yeah, I'll give you 3. That's fucking badass.
Thank you.
Actually, 2.
That's fine. Trying to find
Should be
stunt
1.
on the Jordan. Please.
You have none. In fact, I'm removing several dice.
No, Jordan.
Actually, give me your character sheet.
No.
In fact, Aki, I'm going to kill you.
Oh, no.
No, not really. You have to suffer with me, fool.
Oh, I've got a quick pool for grapple, but it's not. Doesn't have anything in it. That's weird. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to find grapple in the character sheet. It is not. I cannot find it. What do I roll for?
It is a decisive attack. And
Yeah, it's on the cheat sheet. So, roll your decisive attack, and then the difficulty for this is 2.
Okay.
Or rather,
Would
once
I,
you hit,
because I was technically carrying the Reaper Dieclave at the time, would I just roll the decisive attack for the Reaper Dieclave then?
doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'd allow it. Well, it does matter because it's your dex and combat ability.
Right, I see.
So you don't add your weapon accuracy, obviously, but... okay, yeah, you hit the difficulty and... reduce initiative by 3. And also you restrain her. You hold her in a gentle embrace, which seems to be enough. Honestly, hugging her is disturbing. She is not strong like you would expect a person to be. It's almost like you're holding on to a wet balloon. Her flesh oozes where you touch it, and you feel immediately like you're getting soaked from the various fluids leaking from wounds you can't even see. The small shift that she's wearing, that you can now see that you're close up, is caked and crusted in blood and pus and mucus.
And
But
she is
still, you hold her.
And she is still a child, and she is still a human, and she deserves kindness.
As you do this, she stops, filling her lungs with air, and exhales, a look of, for just a brief moment, surprise on her face. Before you see revulsion and despair and hatred replace it. So anyway,
Mercy.
And that was my turn. I don't. Yeah.
Yep, and I ate some of your initiative. Num 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 num. Because, you know, you did the thing. It's her turn. You've successfully restrained her. The Vians, not so much. They immediately lash out at you, slashing into your back as hard as they can. Which is going to be a withering attack because she's still in fucking initiative
What the
crash.
I want to do a reflexive act.
Classic Aki with the bear hug.
You know
yeah.
exactly what charm I want to use. Ben's
Sorry.
gonna protect Mercy.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead. Are you going to get in the way of the weapons, or are you just aiding her defense?
He's going to aim for the vines that are trying to attack her.
Yes. You can either choose to take the attack on yourself, or you can just make Mercy's defense better. What are you doing?
Fuck it, he's gonna get in there. He's gonna take the hit.
Okay.
The defend other action allows you to apply your own parry against it, and they must defeat your parry in order to attack you. The attacker will then choose to attack you or the original target.
Yeah.
Ah.
So you
Okay.
are going to you're going to get in the way and use your parry instead of Mercy trying to use hers. So anyway, let me roll some dice, shall we?
Yeah.
Ben, and are you using Fluttering Cry of Warning, which gives you an additional 2 parry and allows you to do that reflexively?
Yes.
So your parry is 4 higher than it should be anyway. And then you can use additional essence if you want.
4, 5, 6. I'd be at 6 at that point.
Just linking the charm you're using.
Perfect. You know
Sorry,
what?
what's your parry?
My parry is with this. It's a +2, so it's a 6.
And then
Okay.
+2 from you having
And-
taken the full defense section.
Yes.
Yes.
So, the vines sprouting from the girl and surrounding and restraining her come out around Mercy to strike Mercy directly in the back. And Ben leaps across the girl, grabbing the vines and ripping them apart as he passes, easily using one of the bone saws that one of them is holding to slice through several more, and utterly defeats the attack. Congratulations, Ben.
Yep. You dare her, Mercy.
One of the orchids suddenly reverts into a bulb, then pulls itself down and back and spits out something. It seems to be another orchid bulb, which immediately blooms into a massive version of the orchids that are now all around you, right in front of your eyes, in mere seconds. And we're gonna end it there for tonight.
Oh.
Woo!
Yeah, so how's your first Exalt level threat going, guys?
Woo!
Protecting people is hard, especially when they keep running into danger.
They sure do. Guys, this has been really fun for me, and probably less so for you. I'm honestly surprised you guys are still trying to convince her that, like, don't worry, we got you, fam.
Got you, fam.
I fully expected you to go into full combat mode by now. But anyway, good work, everyone. How's everyone feeling
Yeah.
about the Dethroned?
Sucks to suck
Terrible.
I'm feeling flashbacks of Madoka Magica, and what's
Which
little
have
left
you
of my
s-
heart is the shriveling.
Which, have you seen Madoka Magica?
Hell yeah, I've watched it all.
So, Princess the Hopeful, as part of its, it lists the things that inspired it,
Inspirations, yeah.
and Madoka Magica was one of the main inspirations for this game.
Oh yeah,
Incidentally, the Dethroned concept is a straight rip of Witch.
Yep.
Of witches from Madoka Magica.
Yeah.
So
It's a great magical girl show.
It's you know what? I don't watch anime, and I think that show was fucking great.
10 out of
I watched
10.
all of it.
Would recommend if you want to watch children suffer.
10 out of 10 would recommend if you're a goddamn psychopath. Anyway, it's the end of the night. You know what that means, everyone. at the end of the night, my players get to pick who their favorite player of the night was. This can be based on anything like, who has the biggest pee-pee, or who hugged the most kids. I shouldn't have said those two things next to each other. It could be based on anything, is the point. And also, the pattern spiders, that's you, get to pick their BFF for the night.
And also a reminder to players to put your votes in the chat.
Yes. Give me 1 second here.
Which chat do you want?
Roll 20.
Roll
Roll
20,
20.
yeah. All right. Poll is up. Go ahead. And, okay, let's get started. Sam, who was your favorite player of the night?
It was gonna be wife for Nora's absolutely committing to the bit of anything worth doing is worth doing together. And just and also the giving a blessing to a straight up demigod and just being like, here, this, and him actually feeling it.
Yeah. When we were wife and I, before we got her involved, were actually looking through Princess Charms to see if she would be relevant in an Exalted game, and the answer was a resounding yes. Not specifically for combat stuff, obviously a princess is weaker there, but a lot of the support charms totally translate. I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, it's like, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
What
Are
the
you
fuck?
feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Are you
All
feeling it
right,
now, Mr.
speaking
Krabs?
of horrible things that make me upset every day, who's your favorite player of the night?
You know what? I want to give it to Joe, just for the balls to look at this monstrosity and just walk up to it like, let me help you. No weapons on him, no nothing, just, you look scary. I want to help you.
Just like a kind word.
Yeah.
Just walks up to a literal abomination. It's like, hey, have you been having a hard day? Alright, Aki, my good close friend.
Alright. So. I took
Please-
the first
please
thing you
tell-
said very literally.
So please read
You're
that
not
out for the
supposed to
benefit of the
know
pattern
that.
spiders.
Alright. Open bracket sarcasm. Voting Ben, biggest PP. Close bracket for sarcasm because I am an HTML nerd and close your tags. But I'm actually voting for Nora using the power of friendship aggressively.
Thanks.
The power of friendship, extreme.
As much as I was a salty bitch when you said that this was Princess, I'm super excited to see the dynamic change from this being having played Exalted before and having played Princess before, and I cannot stress this enough, separately. It's the dynamic of both is vastly different.
It is.
Exalted is you're a god, you save the world, you kick ass. And then Princess is you did a thing, neat, little golf claps, and then more sadness.
Yeah, Exalted is you
So-
have the power to change the world. You can reshape it to your will. And Princess is do your best and then kill yourself.
Yeah. I think when we played Princess, all of us ended up, except for one, dying.
No, you all died. Oh, yeah, no,
No,
sorry.
no,
One of us
one got away.
lived, and it was wife.
Yeah.
Because she went dark.
Yeah. But anyways,
Yeah, fair enough.
so
all right.
I'm just very excited to see where this goes.
Yeah,
with
I
this
can't
being
wait for
Exalted
our...
Princess campaign.
Yeah, I can't wait. So, like I've mentioned a few times, I am planning to do a session after this campaign where we sit and talk about this campaign as a whole. A kind of meet the actors episode. And I can't wait to talk about what my ideas for each act were. But you've actually hit on a big point, Aki, which I'm very excited to discuss with you. But I can't do it until you finish the campaign one way or the other. Anyway, Scald, my good close friend Scald.
Voting for Mercy for the epic grapple there.
Okay,
That's
very
it.
Good. Very good. Well, that was fast. Okay, Sue Crown, my good close crown friend.
I am voting for Mercy because this hug that Mercy has done has quite possibly just removed my ability, depending on my discussion with Aki in the next week, to partake in combat against this creature.
Oh,
Due to a deal that was struck a while ago. So this should be fun.
fascinating.
Yeah.
That is fascinating. And last but certainly not least, someone who is not my good close friend, because instead she is indeed my wife. Hey, wife.
Hey, so I already put it in our chat, but also same thing goes to Mercy for big hugs.
All right, fair enough. So Mercy,
Sometimes all you need
congratulations.
is a hug.
It was just described really well, and that's something that Aki does in every single game that she does. She describes her actions so beautifully.
Yeah, Aki is easily one of the best players I've had the pleasure of playing a game with.
I'm not gonna hide. No.
Aki immediately bursts into tears. Yes, give me that sweet Aki tear money.
I'm not crying. What are you talking about?
We can hear you
The
crying.
pennies.
I'm pretty sure we
Peasant.
could hear you crying if your mic was off. Anyway. Ooh, yeah. So, Mercy, congratulations. You win the player vote for the night. Shocking. Absolutely no one. Skull. Thank you for the bits, Skull. Skull donated 100 bits. I assume because Aki cried, and that's how that works.
Yeah.
The Pattern Spider's BFF was wife, which was mostly screamed at me, just so you know. Fun fact, Twitch only allows you to have 5 options in a poll. I have 6 players, which means wife was not an option on this poll. So instead, everyone in the Pattern Spiders chat just screamed ooh and wife at me until I got the hint.
Love you guys.
God damn it. Yeah, so we're gonna have another 2-2 night because we're still mid-combat. So you get 2 solar, or I can't remember what the princess version of solar XP is, and 2 regular XP, unless you want to vote. If you won the player vote, you get another solar XP. If you won the Pattern Spiders vote, you get another regular XP. What kind of XP is it? It's like Radiant XP or something?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, apparently someone actually has a legitimate reason for voting for Nora in chat, not just
Uwu.
not just Uwu wife. It's the vote is for Nora because watches Ben take someone away from melee range. I should get in melee range. Luminous
Gotta do
experience,
what she's
that's
gotta
it is.
do.
I mean, you gotta give out hugs, right? This is important.
Hugs are important.
Okay, so it's the end of the night, which means it's time for my favorite part, wild mess guessing. We're gonna go right to left instead of left to right this time. So for those who are not from around here, I like to ask my players, what's happening in this game? We're gonna start, of course, with my most beautiful wife. What do you think's going on, dearest?
I don't know. Okay. So now that we're pretty well integrated into the 2 game types coming together, yeah, it's just more magic based, like it's raw in the background. So not so much diplomatic, but now we're getting into the real magic of the world. And just how dark it actually is under the surface.
Yep.
But we're gonna leave
100%
it.
confirmed.
Sweet, cool, thanks.
Yeah. No problem. Sue Crown, what's happening, Captain?
I think that this is an ancient princess that Void Tech got a hold of, and had a hand in making it become a dethroned, and that when we arrived and started making waves, the Void Tech started integrating more into the society instead of just playing with its new toy.
I see. Okay, yeah, 100% confirmed. You are fighting a Void Tech dethroned, which is not something that you just reminded me is a possibility in this world. Nope, this is what you've been fighting the whole time. Anyway,
everywhere.
Anyway, hey Aki, what's going on here?
I signed a consent form at the beginning of this. Jordan went, haha, look, funny buttons, and started slapping them like a fucking toddler at a keyboard.
I'm sorry.
But no, I had to poke fun at you.
You absolutely should, yes.
Yeah. But you know my option all the time. Nukes.
Yeah, you could nuke this. Yeah, probably.
No. She's a nuke.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Which?
You're welcome.
How does Cthulhu factor into this?
So, with my knowledge of Cthulhu and anime girls, either someone is going to ascend to godhood and just reset the entire universe,
I believe they actually turn into a meteor.
or everyone just dies because of Cthulhu.
Yeah, okay, checks out. No further questions. 100% confirmed. Cthulhu will kill you.
Nicely.
Sam.
Hello. Okay, so I'm going to respectfully disagree with Sue Crown here. I do not think that there was Void Tech involved in this fight. Rather, thematically, I'm looking forward to how Void Tech and whatever force is behind, what's it called, protoplasm, how those are going to interact, how they're going to represent different threats and interact and in conflict, and whether or not they will be compatible and create what has been mentioned of Void Tech dethroned. Because we've brought, as Exalts, a threat from outside of the world, but we only arrived recently, and Autochthon only arrived recently, so Void Tech can only have arrived recently. I believe that we'll see more interactions between Void Tech and this darkness. Accordingly, I'm looking forward to seeing how that, as well as the flavors of the two, conflict and synergize. So I think we're going to be fighting on two fronts, the darkness and the Void Tech, and they will interact, but not nicely always.
Okay, interesting. I like that. That's a good theory, and didn't give me any ideas just now. 100% confirmed, by the way. Anyway, great. This was a great session. Thanks, guys. I am secretly...
Hello.
Oh, how did I miss you?
Ooh.
Oh, you logged out of the Roll20, that's how. Scald, you invisible bitch.
Well, okay. I hate to say it, I'm on to you, Jorb. I'm on to you.
Okay.
With all of the vines, you know, and all the flowers and all the spores, I'm on to you. I finally know what this game really is. Okay? It's not Exalted, it's not Princess the Hopeful, this is motherfucking Houseplant the Composting, and I knew it.
Actually, this is just a heavily modded Stardew Valley playthrough.
Oh no.
Aki, where are my sprinklers?
In real life, it would be painful.
Oh,
I'll spread
God.
you over a several-mile area.
The Scald, you are correct. You figured me out. This is indeed plants the composting.
I-
Oh
It's
my
not Where
God.
Shark the Buffet.
Oh my god. I have
Where Shark the
I have-
Buffet is a real game. I'm just putting that out there. It's a World of Darkness game line.
I have an answer to a question that was asked during stream, and it wasn't appropriate to answer it yet. But somebody asked, "Is Autochthon aware he's fictional?" And I would answer that with a resounding yes. He
Yeah.
and the other primordials came from the wild.
Yeah, so the question is, does Autochthon realize that he's in a game? And my retort to that is, it makes me uncomfortable to think about, and let's just move on and not think about it. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for us for tonight. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I appreciate you as always. Eskel, it was good seeing you here, my friend. Eskel was calling you out, Aki.
For
Pattern
what?
Spiders, you are truly wonderful. I appreciate you. We will be back tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard. We're going to continue philosophizing and getting eaten by deathclaws. Those two things are about the same. And
Hey, Jordan,
yeah, what's up?
I have bad news for you.
What?
Tomorrow, I will be in chat.
Anyway, with that amount of fear, that's going to be it for us for tonight, guys. Everyone say goodnight.
Bibble.
Good night.
Embrace the
Hello,
game.
Why do
goodbye.
I wave? I don't have a camera.
I do. Good night, Pattern Spiders. I'll see you in the next one. Bibbles.
Tits.